Did you know that everyday tasks can cause or even aggravate tennis elbow? Tennis elbow is pain along your forearm that even sometimes goes into the elbow or just a little bit above the elbow. And there are many things that can cause this. Tennis is only one of the possibilities. So if you've ever experienced tennis elbow, even if you're not a tennis player, then I want you to look at things that you do around the house. Say you're in a hurry, your kids have an event and you're trying to get out the door and you just pick up things and you're not paying attention. So right here, if I pick up my purse in this manner, I'm putting more tension in this muscle right here, and that's the same muscle that becomes tight when you have tennis elbow. And what's going on here is that I'm getting extension at my wrist or this movement here to pick up my purse. So the way I should pick it up is to put it on the palm side of my forearm and just pick it up like this, and then I'm ready to carry it. I'm ready to grab my kid's hand and get out the door. Also, same thing with your shopping bags. Same thing, I see people pick it up like this. You've got the elbow moving and you've got the wrist extending, and that's just putting more and more stress. So again, palm up, and that's how you should carry your shopping bags. The same way with your diaper bag, same thing with your backpack. See, my automatic go-to was to pick that handle up like this, but I'm gonna pick it up, palm up, and then of course it's a backpack, so I'm gonna slide it over both shoulders. You never want to slide it over just one, because then you're going to side bend, you're putting more stress on your shoulder and your back. So just take that information and put that to anything that you're picking up and anything that you're lowering down. The same principles apply. Also, think about if you're on your computer. I see tennis elbow in a lot of people who work at a desk all day. They don't play tennis. But if your ergonomics at your desk are incorrect, and your wrists are extended like this and you're typing, then do this motion with me and put your hand right over that muscle. You feel those tendons just flickering away when you're typing. That can cause tennis elbow. So some tips that you can do when you're playing tennis is when you're, say you're in a clinic, or say you're just playing with friends and you finished a set and you're gonna stand around and chat for a minute while you get a drink of water and get your breath. Instead of keeping the tennis racket in your dominant hand, then while you're talking and resting, give your arm a break and just hold it in the other arm. This is not a heavy racket, but this is called a lever arm. The length between your hand and the end of the object is a lever arm. And so it can make this racket, if I'm holding it here that whole time, then it makes it feel a lot heavier than it is. And when I'm taking that break, my forearm needs to rest as well. Same thing when you're picking up balls off the court. You know, I see a lot of my friends, they carry their racket and they pick up the balls and they stack them on their racket. So hold the racket in your non-dominant hand and pick up the balls with your dominant hand. And another thing you can do, here, if you're holding the racket down here and you put the weight here, then again we have this lever arm, and that's going to intensify the weight of the balls on this racket. So even if you're using the non-dominant hand like you're supposed to, then hold it up closer to the head of the racket and put those balls on there, and it's going to feel a lot lighter than if you're holding it down here at the grip. Another suggestion I have is use the ball caddies. Use that basket, and then that takes a lot of the pressure off. Just be careful on how you're carrying the ball caddy, but that's a back saver as well. Okay, what else was, okay. So these are habits that you implement, and habits, you know, are something that when you go to do something, it just comes naturally, and your brain just takes over and does it, and you don't even think about it. So you're probably not going to change those habits automatically just by watching this video. So practice what you've learned today. Every time you go to pick up your purse, a grocery bag, the diaper bag, the backpack, make sure that palm is up. It takes 1,000,000 repetitions for your brain to learn a new skill. And I know that sounds like a lot, but you would be surprised at how fast just doing your everyday chores that you get those repetitions in and you actually retrain your brain. So practice on that and let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you've ever had tennis elbow. You can put the comments down below in the comment section, or you can send me a private message. You can also give me a phone call. I always love to help and answer your questions. I hope this is helpful. If it is, share it with a friend, and I will see you soon.